Hello everyone, and welcome to today's practice of gentle yoga for the neck. For today's practice, I recommend having 2 yoga blocks to help to support the weight of the body. If you don't have 2 yoga blocks, it's really okay to make do with whatever household props you have hanging around. Feel free to get creative. And this practice is designed to help to deal with the sensation of stiffness in the neck. Sometimes I wake up feeling pretty stiff in my neck. I know that sometimes it's because of my usage of pillows. So these are some stretches that you might do at the beginning of your day, but you can also feel free to do them in the middle of your day or also at the end of your day, whenever feels most appropriate for your bodies. We're going to start off this practice by coming to lay down on our backs. And you can choose to lay down with your legs fully extended. But if that's not a good fit for your lower back, then you can go ahead and bend your knees and step the soles of your feet down to the ground, which is going to give your lower back a little bit of a break. Whether the legs are long or whether the knees are bent, see if you can stretch the crown of your head, the very tippy top highest part of your body, towards the wall behind you, to see if you can put some length in the neck and through the entire spine, really. So allowing the crown of the head to reach towards the back of your space, and then just dropping the shoulders down on either side of the spinal column. You might flip your palms face up towards the sky just to see if you can allow the shoulders to move. Right shoulder slightly to the right and left shoulder slightly to the left, and then release muscular tension in your upper back so that we can isolate the sensation in the neck. And then here, just let the back of your head get heavy. Let your shoulders get heavy. See if you can let go of tension in your legs, the glutes, the calves, the thighs. And then begin to focus on your breathing, taking a nice inhale through the nose and out through the mouth. Again, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more time, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Whether you continue that inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth, or if you shift to breathing in and out of your nose, just imagine that your breath is what keeps you moving consciously through this practice. So allow the breath to help both anchor you, fuel you, and carry you through. Keeping the breathing even and steady, tuck your chin slightly in towards your chest so that you can feel the back of the neck lengthen against the ground underneath you. And then actively begin to press your head against the ground. So press the back of your head firmly against the earth. You might feel that the shoulders or the space in between the shoulder blades wants to lift away from the ground, but we're not going to press that firmly, just enough so that we can feel the muscles in the sides of the neck turn on. Breathing in, breathing out. Keep the pressure going. Breathing in, breathing out. One more time, keeping that head heavy, breathing in and breathing out. Good. Release the pressure of your head against the ground. And then do the exact opposite. Draw the chin a little further into the chest and just lift the back of your head away from the earth. The head might not lift up very high, but keeping the head lifted here for a breath in and out and in and out. Once again, breathing in and out. Lower the head back down to the ground. Press your head into the earth, breathing in and out and in and out and in and out. And then lifting the back of the head away from the earth, holding here for a breath in and out and in and out, and in, and out. One more round like this. Back of the head comes to the earth. Press head against the ground. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. And exhaling. And then head lifts away from the earth. Keeping the shoulders down. Breathing in. Out. In, out, in, and out. Release the back of the head down to the ground. And then really gently turn your head to the right. So let the right ear get heavy towards the earth. Staying here for a breath in and out. Lowering the left shoulder, breathing in. And out. Once again, in and out. And then go ahead, turn your head over towards the left. Let the left ear, left cheek get heavy towards the earth. Keep the right shoulder heavy, breathing in and out. And in and out. And in, and out. And then just gently let your head rock from side to side, moving with your breath. You can move really slow and deliberately, allowing one ear, one cheek to get heavy off to the side and then the other. And just noticing here any places in the movement that might feel stiff or tight or constricted. You might spend a little bit more time in that space just to coax it into opening, just to allow it to open with your intention and with your gentle breathing. Sometimes it feels nice to close the eyes or soften the gaze so you can feel a little bit more acutely what's happening internally, the internal focus of the body. And the next time that your nose is pointing up towards the sky, if your knees are not bent, you can go ahead, bend the knees, stepping the soles of the feet down to the ground. And just take a roll over onto your side body. Doesn't matter whether it's the right or to the left. And just curl yourselves up in a little ball shape. And then very gently, using your hands to help you start to press your way upright to a seat. You can find your way into any seat that feels available. You might be in a cross-legged seat. You might have your legs out in front of you. For this one, I like to sit in a Virasana or Vajrasana seat with my shins underneath me, the tops of my feet pressed up against the earth. And this is where a block might come in handy. If it's not a good fit for you to sit directly with your bum on your heels or with your bum in between your heels, then you can take a block or both blocks and slide them underneath your seat for a little bit more of the support of the lower body. And then once you find your way into your Virasana or Vajrasana or legs outstretched or cross-legged seat, once again, however feels best, there's no wrong way to sit here. Go ahead and let your palms either rest directly on your thighs or take your fingertips off to the earth on either side of your body. But whether the palms are on the thighs or whether your fingertips are on the ground, actively drop your shoulders down away from the ears. In order to find out what the dropped shoulders might feel like, first, you might lift the shoulders up by the ears. And so notice how that feels with the shoulders scrunched up by the ears. And then do the exact opposite. Let the shoulders come down far away from the ears so that we can find the true length of the neck as it rises out of the collarbones, out of the shoulder blades. Good. And then once you have a nice sensation of the dropped shoulders away from the ears, pick up your right hand and take it over to the left side of your head. So I'm taking my right fingers over towards my left temple. And then I'm just gonna drop my right ear towards my right shoulder And without doing anything specific, just let your right ear get heavy towards the right shoulder while also keeping the left shoulder dropped. And we're gonna stay here for a count of 7. So we're gonna stay here for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. Keep your right ear dropped towards your right shoulder. Press your head into your right hand to feel the muscles on the left side of your neck turn on. And we're going to hold that for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. Release the tension. Keep the right ear dropped towards the right shoulder. Slide your right hand underneath your right temple. The heel of the right hand comes towards your jaw. And now press your head into your right hand. So there's a downwards pressure of your head for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. And then crawl the fingers back over towards the left side of your head. And once again, just let the head drop. Without doing anything with the neck, just let the head drop here. Holding for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Gorgeous. Releasing the left side of your head, you can take your right fingers to the ground or right palm to right thigh, as long as the shoulders are dropped. And then we're just going to switch sides. We're going to pick up the left hand, take it over towards the right temple, and then just drop the left ear towards the left shoulder, keeping your spine nice and tall, and then letting that left ear get heavy for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. Actively press your head against your hand so there's an upward pressure of your head for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. Release the pressure. Take your left hand underneath your left temple. Press your head against your hand so there's a downward pressure of the head for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. Crawl the fingers back over towards the right side of your face. And then just let the head drop. And we're going to hold once again for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Release the pressure of head against hand. Take all 10 of your fingers to the earth or to your thighs. And then go ahead and just lift your chin directly up towards the sky so you feel the throat open in the front body. And then do the opposite. Draw the chin into the chest, feel the back of your neck open. Use an inhale, rise your chin, lift your gaze. Exhale, curl the chin into the chest. 2 more times, breathing as the chin rises up. Curling the chin down on in. 1 more time, chin rises high. And then curling the chin down and in. Start to circle your head to the right. You can move as slowly here as you would like, once again navigating stiff or stuck or tight places. Moving with your breath, trying to keep both shoulders heavy, but noticing where the shoulders might want to lift. That can give us some information about places that we might be holding stress. Try to keep the muscles of your face soft without clenching the area between your eyebrows or tensing your jaw. And then make your circles in the opposite direction. I like to do a lot of this with my eyes closed once again, just so that I can keep that internal focus, so I can keep feeling what my body is experiencing, rather than getting distracted by what my eyes might see. Really nice work, everybody, being as gentle with your body as you can. Amazing. And then eventually finding your way to a neutral spine. You can wiggle your head around on your neck, seeing how you feel so far, if there's any difference from how you felt when we started. And from here, we're going to move into a hands and knees pose. So for those of us that have been in the supported or non-supported Virasana Vajrasana, as you lift your hips away from your heels, you might start to feel the flow of blood come into your lower legs. That is great. We love that sensation. And then with the palms underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips at first, press the ground away to lengthen the arms fully. Spread the pads of the fingers nice and wide. And then go ahead, step your right foot directly back towards the wall behind you. Connect the right toes down to the earth and shift your head forward, come onto the top of the right foot. And then curl the right toes underneath, reach your right heel towards the wall behind you. You might do that a few times, just feeling the head move forward and back. Good. And then the next time that your shoulders are on top of your wrists, spiral the right heel down to the ground. You might kickstand your left foot out towards the left and then begin to peel your right arm up towards the sky, coming into a supported side plank shape. Feel free to pad up underneath that left knee. If that is a good fit for your body, you can use a blanket or a towel. And then something a little bit odd in a supported side plank. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Just let it drop down. Good. And then pick up your right ear towards your right shoulder. And then once again, drop left ear towards left shoulder. Right ear towards right shoulder. One more time, left ear towards left shoulder. And right ear towards right shoulder. Find the neutral spine, point the crown of your head towards the front of your space. Reach your right arm over your right ear. And then both palms come down to the earth to come back into hands and knees pose. We're just going to switch sides, stepping the left foot towards the back edge of your mat or the back of your room, and then rocking a few times forwards and backwards. Feeling the back of that left leg open. Good, good, good. And then go ahead, stack the shoulders on top of the wrists, spiral your left heel down to the ground. Kickstand your right foot out to the right for support. Left arm lifts up to the sky, supported side plank. Find the nice T shape of the stretch of the wingspan. Left arm high, right hand supported and low. And then go ahead, drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. And then lift left ear towards left shoulder. Right ear drops towards right shoulder. Left ear lifts towards left shoulder. One more time, right ear towards right shoulder. Left ear towards left shoulder, good. Find your neutral spine. Lengthen the left arm over your left ear. And then a hands and knees pose, both palms down to the ground, knees in line. Pressing the tops of your feet against the earth. Take an inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze up for a cow spine shape, exposing the throat and drawing the head towards the tailbone. And then do the exact opposite. Draw the chin into the chest, lift the navel center, feel the back of your neck lengthen, cat spine. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze, cow. Exhale to round the upper back, find your cat. 3 more times, breathing in to cat. Breathing out to cat. Inhaling to cat. Exhaling to cat. 1 more time, inhaling to cow. And exhaling to cat. Find a neutral spine, not cat, not cow, just you. And then making sure that one of your blocks or support items is close by as you begin to sit your hips back towards your heels, coming into a child's pose. Now, for some of our bodies, in a child's pose, it's really difficult to get the head all the way down to the ground. So we're gonna start off this child's pose by taking one of our blocks underneath our forehead. Lengthen the hips away from your shoulders so the upper body gets nice and long. And then use your breath to let the hips get low towards the heels. And you might stretch your fingers forwards towards the front edge of your mat. But if it's a better fit, you can slide the elbows down to the ground. You might even flip your palms up towards the sky so that your child's pose shape is a little less active. And then just feel the support of the block underneath your forehead, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. 1 more time, breathing in and breathing out. From here, you might stay exactly where you are. You may choose to turn this into more of an upper neck stretch by flipping your block to the lowest setting, looking forward and taking your chin down to the block in your child's pose shape. So now the throat is being stretched and the back of the neck is getting a little bit shorter. So the base of the skull is coming towards your shoulder blades. And for some of us, this might not feel too good, so you can go ahead and come back into a child's pose with the block underneath the forehead. Otherwise, just keep your gaze reaching forward, keep your hips reaching backwards, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Once again, breathing in and breathing out. Carefully slide that block out to the side. And see if now it might be a little easier to get your forehead all the way down to the earth. And if not, you can always come back to the block. Forehead's down against the ground, hips to heels, breathing in and out and in and out and in and out and in and out. Our last exercise here is more flexion and extension in the neck. And so for here, in our child's pose, we're just gonna slide our hands back so that they land underneath our shoulders. Hug your elbows close in towards your thighs. So squeeze the elbows in towards the midline of your body. Pressing your palms against the ground, lift your hips away from your heels, rock forward onto the crown of your head, the highest part of your body. So the chin is tucked into the chest, the hips are elevated, and the back of the neck is lengthened. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Shoulders away from the ears, one more time. Breathing in and breathing out. Go ahead and rock back onto your forehead, letting the hips come back down onto the heels. Use an inhale, rock forward onto the crown. Exhale, hips to heels. Inhale onto the crown. Exhale, hips to heels. Last time, inhale onto the crown. Exhale, hips to heels. From here, pressing your palms against the earth, gently begin to roll your bodies upright. Coming to whatever seat feels appropriate. Once again, you can sit up on your shins, you can use blocks. Allow your palms to press either against your thighs or fingertips against the earth, shoulders down away from the ears. And then once again, you might make some circles of the neck, circling in one direction. Noticing change or lack of change, circling in the opposite direction. Nice work, everyone. Finding your way to a neutral spine. You might allow the hands to come to a prayer at the heart center, connecting right and left sides of our body. Just feeling the weight of the thumbs against the sternum. Noticing how your neck feels. Thanks so much for joining in this practice. Thanks for taking the time for yourselves. If anything in this practice was beneficial, feel free to do it when suits your body or breast or whenever it is that you have the time. And feel free to come back and practice some more with me. Always happy to be a resource. Feel free to reach out for questions or with questions if you have any. And otherwise, I will see you all the next time I see you. Thank you.